fans, and welcome to another edition of Championship Wrestling Connection, the home of World Fighting Showcase. I'm your host, Matt McCormick, alongside my co-host, Dr. Tom Pritchard. Dr. Tom, always good to see you.
Yeah, it's always good to see you too, Matt. This is an exciting time to be with World Fighting Showcase.
That's exactly right. In the last few weeks, we've talked about what is going to go into World Fighting Showcase and what makes World Fighting Showcase different. And one of the things we've talked about is reality meets entertainment. Dr. Tom, let's expand a little bit on what we mean by reality meets entertainment.
Well, Matt, in the past, it might have been a little more embellishment on a person's character, so to say, when he steps into the ring. And here at World Fighting Showcase, we're trying to say that and show that you don't have to embellish so much with the people that we have coming into the roster and coming onto our show to let them know that this is who you are, and what you see in the ring is who you are outside the ring as well. So there's a lot of interesting characters coming to World Fighting Showcase, and we have a pretty strong roster right now, but as the weeks go by, I've got a feeling it's going to get even more interesting.
Especially with that concept, and like you just mentioned, what you see is what you get, folks. The character or the person that you see in the ring is the same person you would see outside of the ring.
Yes,
we're going to highlight that.
Well, no doubt about it. I mean, before we might have had a guy who was a garbage man, a guy who was a plumber, but when he left the arena, he was just an average guy. He was just another person like you or I. But if you see a man who comes to the ring with, I don't know, about 10 women by his side, or he has a lot of money, that's the guy you're going to get here in World Fighting Showcase. And I'm interested to see how this roster grows and who we get along with the ride.
It couldn't be a more exciting time, especially in Southern West Virginia and in the professional wrestling business. So, Dr. Tom, let's continue on and let's take a look at some of the competitors that you're going to be able to catch each and every week here on World Fighting Showcase.
No man has held that NWA Mid-Atlantic Championship since Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin. I mean, look how much lineage there is with this championship, and look whose name you get to be next if you are able to climb that ladder and get that championship title down.
Well, Ronnie Garvin, definitely a flag bearer, a standard of the professional wrestling sport. And the two men in the ring, consummate professionals of the modern day. Both men would like the privilege to be the man who holds the title, who reignites the legacy of Mid-Atlantic Wrestling.
Oh, absolutely, and not even that, but here's the thing. For Chance, it might be more about not so much winning the championship as it is beating Lance Erickson, because right now, as of this broadcast, Lance Erickson number 2 or number 3 by the National Wrestling Alliance, and Chance Prophet number 7.
Well, Lance Erickson, he's been very busy the last year making a name for himself. I remember when it was his goal to crack into the top 10. And once he cracked in, he never let go of that foothold. He climbed step by step by step up that ladder. Number 2, that's quite a distinction from when he wasn't there. A little over a year ago, he wasn't even on the list. Now, number 2.
Right.
And foothold by foothold, all the way there, similar to this ladder match, almost a metaphor, foot by foot up the ladder to the title. That's the way to win this thing.
Right, and the thing is, I mean, the man is also, like you were talking about, traveled. I mean, you got NWA Houston. He was a Parade of Champions. NWA Saw out of Tennessee. I mean, he's gone to North Carolina. And now collar elbow time to start this match.
Well, let's not gloss over Chance Prophet's accomplishment. A multiple-time former NWA National Heavyweight Champion in his own right. And that is an accomplishment that stands the test of time by itself.
Oh, absolutely.
He's looking to add to his legacy.
Absolutely, and winning the NWA Bahamas Championship as well. Chance Prophet is also well-traveled. I'm not going to take anything away from him. I mean, this is what you would call a 5-star match on paper, even before the competitors step in the ring.
Absolutely right about that. And you factor in what we've got on the line tonight, the NWA Mid-Atlantic title, it just gets that much more prestigious.
And you got to think, when will this ladder come into play? Not side headlock apply.
Well, not right now. Right now, it's all about groundwork. Erickson with the side headlock. Prophet pushing him off the ropes. Erickson over Prophet. Prophet with a hip toss on Erickson, getting that big girthy frame of Erickson up and over, and now unloading on him. And Chance Prophet on fire, not letting up for an instance. That's exactly what you got to do, because you know the Canadian Lion, you give him an opening. You talk about explosive, raw explosive power. That's the definition of his ability in that ring. He is raw, he is explosive, he is rugged. And you see right there, one moment, that's all he needed. He unloaded, and that was furious.
Absolutely, Steve. I couldn't agree with you more. The power of Lance Erickson to knock Chance Prophet off of his game just that quickly, like the blink of an eyelash.
And Erickson telling the fans, that's why I'm going to be the champion. Prophet, though, while Erickson takes the time to talk to the fans, firing back on Erickson. Erickson, he cannot blink for a moment. He can't take a moment for granted in this thing. Prophet's not doing that. That kick to the back of the head. There's no pinfall in this match. That's instinct right there. And that's unfortunate for Prophet because that's a moment wasted.
Well, I don't know if it's so much a moment wasted as Chance Prophet knowing where he is and not just applying those kicks right to the chest and throat of Lance Erickson.
Well, let me ask you a question here, Stubbs. Whoa! Nice. Nice shinning lizard by Chance Prophet. Let me ask you a question here while we have a moment to talk about before this action picks up again. Who do you think's going to win this one?
Well, I tell you what, I got to give the edge to Chance Prophet. This is his type of match. This is unorthodox. This is crazy. This is just going on purely instinctual.
So you're saying this is in the Dark Child's forte.
Exactly.
So to speak. I'm going to go with Erickson. Lots of explosive power. Let's not forget on the outside of the ring, the man looking after his interest, Rich Quick. That's an X factor.
And it does say something that Rich Quick can be out there because of the big thing of the no disqualification in a ladder match. And both men now to the outside.
Erickson turning the corner now. He needs to stop jaw-jacking with that fan. Chance Prophet lays in that corner there. Erickson follows right into him. Stiff fist to the face of Prophet. He's bringing the ladder to the outside now.
And you had to think at some point the ladder was going to be used as a weapon.
Well, you're absolutely right about that beyond a shadow of a stinking doubt, Jonathan Styles. Of course it's going to be used as a weapon. Everything in this match goes. Erickson appears to have hurt himself just now, though.
Yeah, but ramming the ring post and snapping your own fingers there.
Unfortunate for Erickson. Very fortunate for the Dark Child, though. Chance Prophet. You can almost hear that kick all the way over here reverberating off the chest of Erickson. You can definitely hear a scream of pain.
Oh, absolutely, especially from Erickson because, I mean, you and I have seen on more than one occasion, Steven, opponents work on Lance Erickson's rib, including NWA National Champion, Mr. Mid-Atlantic Damian Wayne.
You're right. Let's not forget, last year around this very same time, he injured those ribs in a match against DW.
And when you have a rib injury, it doesn't ever heal 100% completely.
Well, look at the way Erickson's holding himself. You know it isn't healed 100% completely. And if it was anywhere close to feeling healed, it's not now, even if he is on the advantage. But don't think that's going to detract from Erickson's determination in this match.
Erickson using the steel chair now to slow down Chance Prophet. The intensity of Lance Erickson.
That's the word for him, intensity. That's been the defining word for Erickson for so very long in his career.
Well, the other word I got to think of when I think of Erickson to give him credit is passion. This man eats, sleeps, and breathes this business.
So does everybody who finds himself in this position. Chance Prophet has lived and breathed it for years themselves. They're going to pull out all the stops. They're going to pull out steel chairs.
And Rich
They're going to pull the ladder. They're going to use the ladder for a weapon. They're going to jump off it. These guys are going to do everything short of kill each other in their attempt to win this title tonight.
Well, you can't blame them. I mean, look what's on the line. You get to be the first man to be the NWA Mid-Atlantic Champion, the first person to hold that title since Ronnie Garvin, and put you in the pages of history, and they can never take that away from you.
And, you know, we've said that a million times already this evening, but you really can't understate what an honor it is for anyone to hold that title before anybody else.
Absolutely not. And
You know, Brian's always been good on the stick ever since I've known him.
He was creative from the time he could walk.
The list of guys that Brian has been in the ring with is unbelievable.
Underrated. Yeah, he'll tag you every once in a while when he doesn't have glasses on, but
He's intimidating to some people sometimes because he's such a big guy. He comes at you, he's loud.
I think he's a little overinflated a little bit, self-inflated a little bit, and you know, that's pretty much my opinion of it. Fans, as always, we want to encourage you to visit LogansWorldTV.com for all the latest information on Logan's World TV and everything going on with Logan's World TV, World Fighting Showcase, among other things. But something that I want to touch on real quick, Dr. Thomas, we actually have another show featured on LogansWorldTV.com that is pretty awesome. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the office visit is a one-on-one conversation. You and I, like we're going down the road, we're talking about various things in professional wrestling, all the way from how the territories work, the various managers, tag teams, who are the greatest world champions of all time. You can watch all of those on LogansWorldTV.com. And some of the questions come out of you really surprised me because I know you haven't been around as long as I have, but you seem to know a little bit about professional wrestling and actually seem to know a lot more about professional wrestling. And I think everyone out there would, if you're a wrestling fan, you would want to tune in to the office visit at LogansWorldTV.com.
And the thing I admire most about you, Dr. Tom, is that you're not afraid to answer any question I ask you. As a matter of fact, I said one time to Dr. Tom, you might not want to answer this, and he said, I will answer anything. We also give the fans an opportunity to send in questions for you to answer as well.
By all means, and I believe, again, you can send those questions to LogansWorldTV.com. Ask anything you want. We'll do our best to answer every question that comes our way.
Absolutely. It's the Office Visit. Actually has its own website as well, theofficevisit.com. You can also get to it by going to LogansWorldTV.com. The Office Visit with Dr. Tom Pritchard. It is a must-see for any professional wrestling fan. And folks, we're going to get you right back to the action here on Championship Wrestling Connection.
Man, one of these two men will probably be meeting Mr. Mid-Atlantic, Damian Wayne, the national champion, somewhere down the line. I mean, this puts you
Valid point.
in the top contention of the national championship or even the world championship now held by Mr. Rob Conway. And Chance Prophet looks like he's ready to go for it. This could be all she wrote.
Boy, that is a brand spanking new ladder, too. It's got the tags on it and everything.
I think somebody's going to try to return it after this match, but I highly doubt it'll be returnable by the time these two are finished with it.
Yeah, right. That thing's going to be in one piece after this thing. I see that happening.
Yeah. No kidding, Steven.
Erickson staying on top of Prophet. Prophet down the mat. Erickson now in a prime position to scale that ladder if he wants to. But he's choosing instead to put the hurting on Chance Prophet. Can't really blame him for that. You don't want to go up that ladder too early. You get to the top of that ladder and your opponent's ready, he can shove you right down with it.
Absolutely right.
And let's think about this. How far up is that? 10 feet probably?
I'll go
10 feet?
15 feet, 15, 20 feet in the air.
Well, regardless of the fact, you add on top of that your own height, your own weight, you fall down. Energy equals mass times acceleration. Hitting that mat, it doesn't end pretty.
No, it does not.
Gravity is a cruel opponent for any man.
And Lance Erickson working on the back of Chance Profit. And if I'm in the head of Lance Erickson, I'm thinking he's going to do something to get Chance Profit back right into the ladder. Oh my God! Holy mother of Moses, that was horrible.
Northern Lights suplex into the ladder. Chance Profit left laying in a heap after that one.
It looks like a car wreck out there. Chance Profit in some serious pain.
Erickson sensing that pain, not letting up for one single moment. Standing atop the throat of Profit. You got to think the way Profit hit that ladder and then fell back down, he fell right on top of his head, Jonathan. That neck can't be feeling good. Not at all.
No, definitely not. Lance Erickson going to try. Wait a minute, what's he doing here?
Well, he's going to use that ladder. He's got on top of Chance. It's laying across his chest and his ribs now. Erickson standing on top of it, maybe wanting Chance to feel some of the pain he feels himself earlier in this contest and probably still feels. Level that playing field. Erickson sets the ladder in the corner.
I wonder if he's going to go for it again.
Well, Erickson going after Profit. Profit trying to stop him, but Erickson still on top of this one. Cutting short Profit's attempt at changing momentum into a reversal on the Irish whip.
That's what Profit needed right there, Steve, to reverse that Irish whip.
That's why he needed to create the opening. Now he's got to capitalize.
And can Profit capitalize? Or is he injured to the point where it doesn't matter what he does, Erickson's going to get a chance to regain that momentum?
Well, Jonathan, before this first thing's over, injured or not coming into this thing, before this is over, they're both going to be hurt.
Oh, absolutely. No man walks away unscathed in a ladder match. Chance Profit now, like, pushing the ladder down.
Well, Chance Profit making room for himself on the top rope here. Erickson slow to get to his feet, but he dives at the ropes.
Uh-oh, hitting him in the unhappy spot.
And Profit got crouched in the most unfriendly of manners up there. Erickson levels him with that fist.
Chance Profit
hanging on by a thread on that top rope. He's leaning backwards there. If Erickson pushes him over, he falls to the outside. It's beyond a huge problem for Profit. That's Concussion City. This one could be over if he gets shoved off that top position there.
Absolutely. And Erickson trying to fight. As Profit working to fight for his life out there.
And fight he'll have to the course of this entire match. Fight both of these men will have to. Erickson up top. He's got him hooked. We can see a superplex.
Erickson's got him measured, and yes, superplex.
Nails it.
Holy moly.
Erickson nailed the superplex. Now he's got to get back to his feet. Profit, he's the worse for wear at the end of that one, but Erickson has to make it. Wait a second, Jonathan. Rich Quick having the words with the fans. I thought I was going to get a little personal for a second there. Chance Profit and Erickson both left laying in the ring right now.
It just looks like total carnage out there in what we're seeing.
And Erickson finally getting back up to his feet.
And great axe handle to the small of the back of Chance Profit.
Chance firing back though. Both men going tit for tat on this one.
Going back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. Profit fighting punches and kicks. And yes, he finally regains the momentum in this matchup.
And follows up with a rapid succession of kicks. Comes off the ropes, nails Erickson. But Profit still very slow to follow up.
Profit signaling. Almost like calling a shot in baseball.
Well, he's got to do something with Erickson before he makes that climb. Mule kick to the gut, follows it up with a kick.
Great headbutt coming off the ropes then.
Erickson sends him off the other side, nails him with a clothesline, darn near beheads the man.
And I think Erickson just did that move out of instinct, ladies and gentlemen.
Erickson and Profit, they're both laying flat on the mat right now. And Jonathan Styles.
Wait a minute, I thought I saw something on this.
Do you see this?
Yeah, I thought I saw something on the Eplingtron.
The Black
5000.
Superman.
What in the world is Onyx doing out here?
Onyx isn't in this match.
But it is no disqualification, so.
Spinebuster by Erickson in the ring. Onyx looking on. He's caught the attention of Erickson. Erickson glancing an eye at him, but he's not going to let up on Prophet. Not yet.
And what is Onyx thinking? Is he going to get physically involved in this matchup?
Well, at the very least, he's out here to scout this one. Erickson may be making the mistake of a lifetime here, signaling to Onyx. He's telling him to come in the ring, to come after him. Onyx, he's not shy about this. He's going to pick this spot.
And Erickson, and wait a minute, Erickson
and Onyx, the two big men are going to trade blows in there.
And here's the problem. Erickson may think he's be doing the good thing, but he's giving Prophet a lot of time to rest by fighting Onyx right now.
Well, this is definitely not something we expected. But Onyx, he's the kind of guy, when he wants something to happen, he's going to make it happen. And speaking of a guy who wants something to happen earlier, here's Sherman Tank.
And Sherman Tank,
coming right after the Black Superman Onyx.
And Sherman Tank, no man to back down from a fight.
Well, Sherman Tanks and Onyx, they're now going at it. Erickson, he doesn't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. We've got Bedlam in the ring right now. Onyx returning his attention to Erickson. That's a mistake. Sherman Tank runs after him. Erickson gets nailed in the process. Erickson going to the outside now.
Rich Quick
not even in the match.
Rich Quick losing his mind.
Well, of course he is. This guy's primed in a position to win this thing. Chance Prophet, how long has he been on the outside of the ring? 2 minutes now?
3 minutes, 5 minutes. And that's the thing I'm talking about, Steve.
I mean, it's really irrelevant because as good a position as Erickson was in, Onyx cost him. Onyx has cost him dearly. Sherman Tank has cost him dearly.
And both men decided they've had enough of Rich Quick's nonsense.
Well, Rich Quick's telling them what they need to hear right now. They're not involved. What the heck is that?
I would call some pain to Rich Quick, because that's what I would call it. And now we're back to the back and forth fighting of the Black Superman and Sherman Tank here.
Well, Onyx reversing Sherman Tank's attempt, runs right after him, nails the referee. The referee's out of this thing. Rich Quick's down. Lance Erickson's down. Chance Prophet's down. Everyone involved in the match, from the manager to the wrestlers, is down. And now it's two guys who have a problem with each other. Sherman Tank, he gets planted with a spine buster.
And look at the power of Onyx to pick up a man like Sherman Tank like that. And it's just absolute carnage on the outside. I mean, Erickson hasn't moved. Prophet hasn't moved. Rich Quick now on the outside. And we still do not know, why is Onyx out here? Wait a minute, what the?
Well, Jonathan Styles, Onyx is calling his shot right now. Onyx, it's obvious to me now, he felt overlooked not being involved in this match.
Wait, can he do this?
Are you going to stop him? Is the ref going? Nobody's even awake out there to stop him. He's going to do pretty much whatever he wants.
I don't understand. I mean, how is he going to? He wasn't even scheduled to be in this match.
You want to know how he does it? He takes out everyone else involved.
I got to get a word from the referee. I mean, what is this?
Well, this is obviously not legal. His name's nowhere on a contract, but he has the title, possessions 9/10.
Well, wait a minute. But here's the thing. The referee is not even conscious.
Well, you go tell Onyx there's a thing. You go tell anybody out there there's a thing. They're not going to hear you right now. Every man's slow to get up to his feet. Onyx standing tall in the ring with that title belt.
Wait a minute. Can he do that? I mean...
Ultimate decision matches, in my opinion, are not, it's not going to be the classic, it's not, baby heel stuff. You know what I mean? Just have to go out and wrestle, impress the crowd, do things where you can showcase your talent where you never got to before. That's right up my alley. There's guys that I've had to carry as a heel before because they couldn't wrestle as baby faces, but I went out and got them over. So now it's time for me to get myself over. As the Battens used to tell me, I can hear it plenty of times being on the road with them, kid, get yourself over. Well, guess what? It's time for this kid to get himself over. Ultimate Decision matches, I'm not worried about them. I just got to go out and do my thing. I mean, the fans should have always had a decision, being honest with you. I mean, or say so in things. I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have got paid before. So, I mean, I think it's a great thing. It's a new opportunity for everybody involved. I've been fortunate enough to be picked as one of the guys that will have the opportunities to do what he needs to do. So, I'm just looking forward to it. It should be a very interesting thing. There's actually guys that I want to get my hands on for different reasons. Have nothing to do with wrestling. Guess what? I get my hands on here. I can't get anywhere else because they won't get in the ring with me.
You know, Dr. Tom, each and every week on this program, we're getting a look at the type of competitors that are going to be featured in World Fighting Showcase, and it just gets more exciting as we get one step closer to the actual debut.
Well, I'm excited for the fact that all the wrestlers around the country, the independent wrestlers and beyond, want to come to World Fighting Showcase. They want to be seen, and they know that this is the place to be and showcase who they really are.
Absolutely, and it's not the same old stuff, Dr. Tom. It is a brand new concept that we really and truly believe is going to change the landscape of what you know as professional wrestling. One thing I want to touch on before we go, folks, we talk about Logan's World TV, and as you know, it's on the Roku streaming system. But Dr. Tom, there are other ways of viewing our content. If you go to logansworldtv.com, you can actually digitally download the programs we're talking about, especially the office visit featuring you and myself. All of the logansworldtv.com content will be available for digital download. That means, Dr. Tom, on your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, you can view all our stuff right there.
Well, I had a chance to digitally download Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear, one of the many wrestling documentaries on Logan's World TV.com. You can download it, you can watch it on Roku, but any way you do it, watch it. It's just what the doctor ordered, Matt.
Absolutely. So, folks, again, stay tuned next week, next Sunday at 11 a.m. right here on this channel, Dr. Tom. Again, we are one step closer to the debut of World Fighting Showcase, and we absolutely cannot wait. Again, my name is Matt McCormick alongside Dr. Tom Pritchard. This has been Championship Wrestling Connection, and we will see you next week.